Good morning. I wanted to show you the progress that's been happening on my shop build. I'm about 1 month away from final inspection, so I'm making some of the finishing touches and final completion on the project before I get it inspected. One of my very first videos was a tour of this shop, and a lot's happened since then. Namely, I sided the whole thing. The siding is just a standard cedar fence picket, about 6 inches wide and 6 foot long. I chose those because they're very inexpensive, and I was going to be making splices lengthways in them anyways if I bought cedar siding. So I saved probably a third of cedar siding and went with the fence picket, and I just have basically 1 or 2 more rows of splices in them, and it makes a fantastic looking siding. The rest of the improvements have been on the inside, so I'll show you those next. And here we are on the first floor. This place has 2 floors, 2 usable floors. The upstairs is a full expanse, no columns, no posts, no nothing. The first floor, I am now sheetrocking, and I chose sheetrock. A lot of people don't like sheetrock for a shop because it's not very durable. You can't hang things on it and all that. I chose it because I wanted a uniform surface. My other choices would have been OSB board, which is particle board, flake board, and I didn't like that because there's no way to finish it out and make it look finished. This is going to be a shop studio. I want to do a lot of filming here, so I wanted a nice, pleasing background. So for durability, I went with 5/8 inch sheetrock, which is a commercial sheetrock. Normal household sheetrock is a 1/2 inch. And it's pretty flimsy, and you can you can dent it pretty easy. 5/8 rock is a lot more sturdy. It's a lot more stable. It's also a lot more heavy. But that's what I chose for durability. It'll still have, the paper painted finish, but it won't dent as bad, and it'll handle abuse a little bit better. Now, where I want to hang things, I'll probably put up plywood boards to hang things off of. As I've still got studs on center here, so I still have to hit the studs. I can't hang anything in the sheetrock that'll last. So I went with 5/8 inch sheetrock. I've only sheetrocked the lower portions. As you can see, the joists are still visible. I will end up probably painting the joists with like a dry fall paint or a regular paint. I just wanted to leave them open for simplicity. It's easier to hang. I don't want to hang sheetrock over my head. If I want a ceiling in the future, I'll just put in a suspended grid ceiling. That'll be a lot easier. So I'll just come down about 6 inches from the joist and put in a suspended grid. Probably won't do that. That's just in the future. Now, also for simplicity, you might notice that there's no electrical cutouts. I didn't put any electrical wiring or anything in the walls. All these walls are they're just framed out, they're insulated, and there's nothing in them. For 2 reasons. I wanted it for the simplicity of just getting it inspected, and I didn't really want to determine electrical locations at that time, at the time of the blueprints. So I left it out. I also want to be able to be flexible with my electrical. Things are changing with LED lights and all that, and I think conduit, just exposed conduit, attached to the walls is the way that I went for this. So hanging the sheetrock in this place is very, very easy, as there's no electrical cutouts. I just put them in up and down, vertically. So I just have one seam that goes down each and every one of them, about every 4 feet. And I've sheetrocked this whole thing in almost, not quite a week. The lower portion is done. The upper portion still open studs and still needs to be insulated, and still some things that need to be done up there. I'll show you that next. Now here we are on the second floor, and this is a full floor with no supporting beams, no columns, no nothing. How I accomplished this, as you can probably see, is a Quonset hut for the roof. The Quonset hut allows for a full expanse, and it is 8.5 feet at the peak, so it gives you a full ceiling above you. It required a little bit of engineering work because I'm in the city, and it required, for the connection of the Quonset hut to the framing structure, it required a professional engineer to give me plans for. But other than that, it's pretty standard construction. The end walls, as you can see behind me, that'll be sheetrocked, and then there's another one in front of me that'll be insulated and sheetrocked. It's 2x6 construction, so they'll be pretty good, thick, insulated walls. Now, for the inspection, I'm not insulating the Quonset hut area, the steel. I'm still a little uncertain how I want to insulate it. I don't really want to spray foam it. Plus, spray foam is fairly expensive. So I'm weighing my options to insulate this portion as it gets really hot in the summer. Once I get this insulated, it'll be really pretty easy to air condition with the mini split. That's what I have in mind, a dual system mini split. So it'll be good. But for the inspection, I'm having no electrical yet, and I'm having no insulation on the metal portion. I want to make sure that it's leak proof. So far there's been no leaks in it, so it's a really good roof. It'll last for a long, long time, 50 years plus. It's really thick steel. It acts as a really good structure. It was easy to put up. I chose this because if I go with trusses, I will either not have this upper level, second story, or you can have trusses with an attic space, but it would be about half the floor, half the square footage of this. So it would be a usable storage space, maybe a workspace, but I wouldn't have double the square footage as I have now. This is usable space all the way to the ends of the wall. Again, you can't stand up right next to the wall, but I mean, 3 feet out, you can pretty much stand up. So the Quonset hut was a very good option. I'm glad I went with it. It has a very good look. It just required a little bit of professional engineer work if you're in the city and need to get it inspected. The construction of it, there's a mount at the base that everything bolts to, and that base sheds the water off on the outside. So it's a very good, I'm glad I went with it. It required a little bit more construction as you got curved walls and such, but I think it's well worth it for the space. This will be kind of office area, electronics area, a little bit of storage. So all storage will come up here. So that way my concrete space down below that you just saw will be for machinery and some minor tool storage and such like that. There won't be storage like you see behind me taking up concrete space. That's my most valuable space. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I'm hopefully about 1 month away from getting this inspected and I can move on with things. I'm very happy with the way it's going, and I'll see you in the next video.